Welcome to Vlogmas 2025 on Jamie Chaotic, where every day from December 1st to the 24th, I will be decorating and decluttering one area of my home, because 'tis the season to decorate, shop, host parties with friends and family, and be otherwise drowning in the stress, mess, and chaos of the holiday season. I hope the videos of me getting my shit together can provide you with some decluttering motivation and a few moments of relaxation during these trying times. Thanks for watching. Now on to today's mess. So it is no surprise what our final fishbowl pull is going to be today. The last of our little mini fishbowl is the Credenza. So that's this piece. And honestly, there's not a whole heck of a lot to clean out on this one. This one drawer is filled with party supplies and baseball, football, sports goodie bag materials. I don't really need the party supply things anymore. We have not used them in a year since I did the last declutter. So I figured if I didn't use them in a year, we're not going to use them next year or really ever again. My aunt has the party house is what we call it. So I am giving her all of the party supplies, like the plastic forks and spoons and themed napkins and balloons and things like that, because we just don't throw like little kid parties really at our house. We usually just do it over at her house, and she has a nice cabinet that she puts all this stuff in, so I just ended up giving it all to her. Kind of like I'm just storing it at her house now, but at least she has the room for it and it's more likely it'll get used. What I am keeping are the little materials that I use for the sports snack bags, like the twisty straws and the fidget spinners and the sports bags. Those I do use on occasion still, so those are fine in there. And I'm just giving a little more organization to my candles because I want to get all of the candlesticks down into the bottom shelf so that all the candles are together, because it kind of doesn't make any sense to keep them not together. And a lot of people gave me the suggestion to put them in a plastic bag and do stuff to make sure they didn't melt. Well, it doesn't ever really get that hot here. Even though we don't have air conditioning in our house, they were really fine for all of last year, so I'm not too concerned with it. I'm just giving the side cabinet areas a once over, but really they're kind of good still. Everything's folded really neatly. I didn't use any of this all year, but I'm also not willing to get rid of it. The top shelf has linens like tablecloths on it, and the bottom one is just a bin of keepsake things, and it's kind of just fine in here. I just don't use tablecloths very often, but I still like them and I still want them. I do use the Christmas stuff, which is over here on the right hand side. Those are my Christmas linens, which I will be pulling out and using, and I just had a few tiny little candle teacups down at the bottom, and that's it. So these are pretty empty already, which I think was good to show you that I didn't refill them all since I decluttered last year. I kept it nice. Here's my dead plant. Yeah, I just suck at keeping plants alive. Also, the cats ate that one in a significant way. Yeah, it just really had no chance. I'm a brown thumb. What can I say? I just cannot keep a plant alive. So now we are starting the furniture shuffle, because there really wasn't a lot to clean out in this Credenza. I'm very happy with the state of it. That top drawer is completely empty now, and the sides are loose and airy, and the other drawers are not overly stuffed, and I have a clear category for each drawer, and yeah, it's functioning very nicely. So I'm just going to clean off all of my decor. I don't really know where I'm going to put my decor yet, because during the shuffle of furniture, which is the whole point of the first few episodes of this Vlogmas, I'm going to be decorating for Christmas. So I'm just packing away all of my day-to-day decor, and I'll figure out what I want to keep and what I want to maybe not have on display anymore after Christmas, because once I move all of this furniture around and I have all of this new display space, I'm just not sure how I'm going to decorate, and I'm not sure what I'm going to want. So that's TBD. So for now, I'm just packing it all up and clearing everything off. And I am going to be selling this shadow box because unfortunately I just don't have any other walls where I could put this. It's kind of long, and we have very limited wall space in this apartment, and I have too much just big pieces of furniture. So I did list it on Facebook Marketplace. We still have it. It hasn't sold yet, so we'll see what happens. And if I happen to think of somewhere to put it, I would have to get rid of something else to make space for it. But if I happen to think of a good solution between now and when it sells, then I'll do that. But Honestly, I'm not super duper attached to it. I do love it, but I'm also okay with making some money on it. So I'm kind of just leaving it up to fate right now. Now in the video, I am cleaning off this ottoman. This is a dumping ground for kids stuff, and there's a lot of Halloween still out on here. So that just needs to get put back into the Halloween bins in the garage. This little area was not something that I intentionally decorated any certain way. This stuff just sort of ended up being plopped here after we moved back in. So you see all of my fitness things, and all of that ultimately is going to get hidden probably in the closet that you can see underneath the stairs to the left there. And I don't really have a good spot for the ottoman right now. Eventually, I think it's going to end up staying right here. But for now, for Christmas time, I do still want the credenza in the living room. So I'm going to put the credenza on this wall. I need to move it off of the spot where it's at right now because I'm moving my hutch to where the credenza is. If you haven't heard about how I'm shuffling all the furniture around, go back and watch the other videos, or just stick with me and eventually it will all make sense. Ultimately, this credenza, I believe I'm going to put it in my office. I think I can make good use of it in the office. Probably where the Billy bookshelves were. Again, I'm just sort of like trading spots with these different pieces of furniture. I just like doing this. I don't like just keeping my house looking exactly the same all the time. I like rearranging furniture. I used to do this even like as a kid, as a teenager. I would just randomly rearrange the stuff in my bedroom at 3 a.m. just because I felt like it. I just like change. And so the spots that I put things, I don't expect myself to keep them there forever. And sometimes I just like to shuffle stuff around. It does get a little bit crowded for me with this credenza right here. So I'm not going to keep it there forever. But because it's Christmas time, I'm okay with things being a little bit overstuffed and overfull. And it kind of just makes it kind of warm and cozy to me. I know some people see it as being cluttered, but I see it as being cozy. And I just wanted another surface to decorate for Christmas. So that's the main point of why I'm leaving this credenza here. I have a whole collection of Swedish Christmas things, as well as German pyramids, or those little windmill things like the one from Christmas Vacation that Eddie breaks, if you know what I'm talking about. And I think that'll just look really good on here. I don't have a lot of surfaces and places to decorate for Christmas, so I think leaving this out and just having a cute little place to decorate is gonna be perfect. So here is the final wall. I will be taking the shadow box down, and you're gonna have to see what happens next in the next video. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye everyone.